India is racing towards becoming a $5 trillion economy, a milestone that will cement its position as a global economic powerhouse. This ambitious goal requires concerted efforts across various sectors, with the banking sector playing a pivotal role. But here's the big question: can our banks take us there? Are they equipped and ready to fuel this economic ascent? Today, I'm decoding how Indian banks can power the nation's economic engine, acting as the catalyst for growth and development. We'll explore the key areas where banks can make a significant impact. From lending and infrastructure, the very foundation upon which economic progress is built, to digital payments and sustainability, embracing innovation and environmental responsibility for a brighter future. Stay till the end. This is not just important for exam aspirants preparing for their banking careers, but every Indian who wants to understand the forces shaping our nation's economic destiny. Let's start with the vision, the overarching goal that guides our economic endeavors. The government of India wants to make our economy worth $5 trillion, a target that reflects the nation's ambition and potential. In the coming years, this vision requires strategic planning, effective execution, and the active participation of all stakeholders. As of 2025, we're around $3.7 trillion, marking significant progress but also highlighting the distance yet to be covered. So, where will the extra growth come from? Which sectors will be the primary drivers of this economic expansion? It'll come from MSMEs, the vibrant and dynamic micro, small, and medium enterprises that form the backbone of our economy. Infrastructure, the essential physical and organizational structures needed for a society or enterprise to operate. Exports, boosting our trade and global competitiveness. And startups, the innovative engines of growth that are disrupting industries and creating new opportunities. And who funds them? Who provides the financial fuel to power these engines of growth? Our banks. They are the financial lifeline, providing the necessary capital for businesses to thrive and expand. First, infrastructure development. A robust infrastructure is crucial for sustained economic growth. India needs roads to connect its cities and villages, facilitating the movement of goods and people. Railways, for efficient and affordable transportation across the country. Ports, to handle the increasing volume of international trade. And green energy to grow, ensuring a sustainable and environmentally responsible path to development. Infrastructure is the backbone of any economy, providing the foundation for businesses to operate efficiently and for trade to flourish. Banks can fund these long-term projects through loans, providing the necessary capital for construction and development. Bonds, offering a stable and reliable source of funding for infrastructure projects. And special investment vehicles designed specifically to attract investment in infrastructure development. More investment in infrastructure means more jobs, more production, and a stronger GDP, creating a virtuous cycle of economic growth and prosperity. Now let's talk about MSMEs, the unsung heroes of the Indian economy. Micro, small, and medium enterprises contribute nearly 30% of India's GDP, a testament to their significant economic impact, and employ over 11 crore people, making them a vital source of employment and livelihood for millions of Indians. But many still struggle to get loans, facing challenges in accessing the credit they need to grow and expand. Banks must simplify loan processes, reduce paperwork, making it easier for MSMEs to apply for and receive loans, and use tech-driven credit assessment, leveraging technology to evaluate creditworthiness more efficiently and accurately, so MSMEs can grow and create more jobs, contributing to overall economic growth and prosperity. Financial inclusion is next, ensuring that everyone has access to banking services and financial products. Growth means nothing if it's not inclusive, if it doesn't benefit all sections of society, especially the most vulnerable. Over 50 crore Jan Dhan accounts, a remarkable achievement in bringing banking to the unbanked. Rural branches, extending the reach of banking services to remote and underserved areas. And Kisan credit cards are helping banks reach the last mile, providing farmers with access to credit for their agricultural needs. When banking is accessible to everyone, the economy grows faster, and no one is left behind, creating a more equitable and prosperous society. Let's not forget digital banking and UPI, the game changers that are transforming the way we transact. India is leading the world in digital payments, a remarkable feat that showcases our technological prowess and innovative spirit. UPI alone sees over 20 lakh crore rupees in monthly transactions, a staggering volume that reflects the widespread adoption of digital payments. banks must keep strengthening this digital infrastructure, ensuring its reliability, security, and accessibility for all users. Digital banking is faster, cheaper, and reaches everyone, breaking down geographical barriers and making financial services more accessible, especially the youth and small vendors, empowering them to participate more fully in the digital economy. But there's a challenge too: risk management and NPAs, the potential pitfalls that can undermine the stability of the banking system. In the past, banks suffered due to non-performing assets, or NPAs, which eroded their profitability and threatened their solvency. Now it's time to learn from that, to implement robust risk management practices and prevent the recurrence of NPA crises. With better risk tools and AI, leveraging technology to identify and mitigate potential risks more effectively. Banks can lend smart, not just fast, ensuring that loans are given to creditworthy borrowers who can repay them. This means fewer bad loans and a safer banking system for everyone, protecting depositors' money and ensuring the stability of the financial system. Next, green and sustainable banking, aligning financial practices with environmental goals. The green economy is the future, and banks have a crucial role to play in financing the transition to a more sustainable and environmentally friendly economy. Banks can promote solar energy, providing loans and financing for solar panel installations and renewable energy projects. Electric vehicles, encouraging the adoption of cleaner transportation options. And green buildings by giving special loans, incentivizing sustainable construction practices, and reducing the environmental impact of buildings. The RBI is already pushing for climate risk disclosures, requiring banks to assess and disclose the potential impact of climate change on their operations and investments. So banks become part of the solution to climate change, contributing to a more sustainable and resilient future. Another key area is capital and innovation, ensuring that banks have the resources and the drive to adapt to a rapidly changing financial landscape. Banks need money to lend, to fuel economic growth and support businesses of all sizes. Public sector banks must be recapitalized, strengthening their financial position and enabling them to lend more effectively, so they can support economic growth, playing a vital role in the nation's economic development. At the same time, innovative banking, like neobanks, the digital-only banks that are disrupting the traditional banking model, fintech collaborations, partnerships between banks and fintech companies that are driving innovation in the financial sector, and digital lending, can turbocharge the journey to 5 trillion, accelerating economic growth and creating new opportunities for businesses and individuals. So yes, India's $5 trillion dream depends a lot on our banks, their ability to adapt, innovate, and serve the needs of a growing economy. They need to lend smartly, innovate boldly, embracing new technologies and approaches to banking, and include everyone, from a rural farmer providing them with access to credit and financial services, to a tech startup fueling their innovation and growth. If banks succeed, India succeeds. Their success is inextricably linked to the nation's economic prosperity. Quick quiz. What's the current limit of deposit insurance in India? Test your knowledge of banking regulations. Comment your answer below. If you found this video useful, like it, share it with fellow aspirants, and subscribe to Banking Bulletin for more videos on banking, the economy, and current affairs.